prerequisite? You know how
Hey.
is it a prerequisite for a good marriage?
Well,
People that post on a daily basis their spouses, the love of their lives, and they do all that content, is that a prerequisite for a good marriage?
is that a prerequisite?
Do you know whether at home that they give their lamba?
Do you know whether at home whether there is this punching bag made of human beings?
Exactly. So I think that no two marriages are the same. Because you both are coming from different backgrounds. Different life experiences have shaped the way that your mind is and always will be. Yes, you can unlearn, relearn, and learn some things on the go.
Learn your spouse's love language.
So what is their love
is
language?
social media and PDA, is it a love language?
Of course it is.
Yeah, social media is a love language.
So,
Since when? Social media
sending
posting is a love.
memes is a love language.
Uh-huh.
Not replying the
Okay,
memes.
we send reels. Now reels
And memes and all that.
is a love language.
See, times are changing. We're in the 21st century, and a lot of things happen on a regular that some people need to keep up with, or some people you know what, that's not my thing.
Hey,
I don't think that I should post you to show that I love you.
I don't think I should, but I post
Because maybe you feel like, oh my God, my wife is so gorgeous today.
sometimes.
Let me just post it. Or she has done something amazing. So, you know what? I'm proud of this woman. I'm going to post it.
I celebrate her wins.
Exactly.
And then on anniversaries and everything.
So, I mean, you can post. But if your husband is not the posting type, post it. Do you want to really kill yourself over this?
Well, you've mentioned something.
What is the
now.
most important thing in the marriage? Is it by posting pictures and
It's
videos on social media?
posting.
Do you think so?
Because some people in some places feel that if they post their spouses, it will deter these fine girls out here today who live along Lekki and Aja from.
Why are you being specific? They know they Magodo and Yaba.
Is the one that they interviewed on that podcast that we were watching that day. That one says, before you get to Ikate or something, you first of all branch at my side at VGC and I will give him something to eat. I will give him a massage. She was talking about the things that she used to do. So somebody believes that some people believe that if you post your spouse regularly and you're like, my wife, my this, my that, it means you are not cheating one. And it means that those girls that might want to attract your attention, that when they see your wife, they'll be like, this is the lion of the tribe. Don't go there.
Have you seen some women posting their husbands and these young girls are like, that's the one I want.
Oh shit.
Somebody's husband.
The gift I goddess has gone gangster.
They will say, that's the one I want.
See,
it's not by posting. It's not by not posting. It's neither of both conversations. Because guess what? Anybody that want to enter whether there's a ring on the finger or not. Especially in these times that we are, let's be brutally honest.
There's this movie that I watched a long time ago. I was still a kid and the lady's like, your dad is a magician. I said, Mom, you want to see your dad do a magic trick? Wait till we get on the plane. Every time the man goes on the plane, he takes off his wedding ring.
Oh my God, you can imagine.
But then, but do these things even matter? Will it deter the prospective side hands and pieces and the genital meet and greet people from infringing in your marriage? And what is the essence of even posting your spouse?
Well, I mean, first of all, let's even start from the relationship dynamics. Because, I mean, PDA could be like a sign of a couple's excitement and confidence in their relationship.
Yeah.
It could be a way to actually build intimacy, if we're going to be
definitely
honest. Improve the bonding time that they have, get to do videos, reduce stress. But it can also be a sign of insecurity. It can also be a sign of insecurity.
When everything now depends on it, and it's like when your husband doesn't post you for a couple of days, it feels like he doesn't love you.
Or even overcompensate the feeling of insecurity.
Hey.
Because if I'm not saying don't post your spouse, whatever works for you, whatever rocks you, but that's why I said at the beginning, no two marriages or no two relationships are the same.
And the same, yeah.
The person that you meet today, or the person who you are with today, who is your husband, who is your wife, they came from a different
background.
They came from a different experience time. In fact, some people even by Ned Woko and Regina Daniels. They're from two different generations. Maybe the man doesn't even know what PD.
They are not from two different generations. So how do you describe it when people are from two different planets, two different like that? Some people, one person is from the BC,
and the other person is from 21st century.
Yes. So you remember maybe like Ned Woko is from like 19 BC.
She may like PDA. He is like, Onye.
bu pity.
But what are you doing?
What is that?
Exactly. So
One
the
never
thing
go
is,
and look for money. Take money and
the
go and spend.
relationship dynamics is different. So when you begin to compare, we talked about comparison yesterday on Today's Woman, and we're going to try to bring into the conversation. When you try to compare your marriage to another person's marriage, that's the recipe for failure. Of that
it's
marriage.
a huge recipe for failure.
Because guess what? You are going to constantly be making that person feel less of themselves. Can't you see your mates are doing this? Your colleague buy your wife car.
My wife
is he financially buoyant to do that at that time of the year?
My wife don't fight me that. On the sister we do video once. That video we would do once. When she don't maybe disturb me for like 6 or 7 months, people are making money of these things online. Let's post. I'm like, are we happy? She's like, yes, we are happy. Let's just remain happy. Let's not put it out there. But the thing is, it'd be like say her reason for wanting to do those things now is basically because she's a social butterfly.
Yeah, she is.
Someone told me people always tell her, and she always says that you're the social butterfly. I'm like, dude, do you know what a social butterfly is? The fact that I work in the media space doesn't mean I want social.
To be. Yeah, exactly.
But you like it. You want to post and do everything, and there's a way we balance it from time to time when I have the time. But now she even has a partner that loves to be in front of the camera with her.
Right.
AJ likes to be in front of the camera, and I think they do that together perfectly. But for reasons best known to, because sometimes it might just be, like you said, a love language that the spouse likes to speak. So from time to time, as difficult as it might seem, even if it's not in your nature, you might want to make a compromise and just step in the front of the camera for that person.
Yeah, okay.
Once in a while.
You see this, I can't remember the name. I don't know what it is, but there's a thing on TikTok that a lot of people do. It's OOTD, outfit of the day.
Oh yeah. So get ready with me and outfit of the day.
I remember a video of a woman. She always does every Sunday. I think her husband is a pastor or something. I can't quite remember whether he's a pastor or they go to church. They go to church together. Yeah. And she did it OOTD where she goes. She saw her kids doing it. She's like, okay, maybe every Sunday I'll be doing it.
And it worked.
Then she tried to drag daddy to it. What is it? What is it?
You could tell that. On the other hand,
he did it regardless.
He because he had to make the compromise once in a while.
He made that consensus.
But
just to make a happy wife is a happy. Oh my God, it's how they say.
So HR, who is not your friend at Super FM and everywhere else, HR.
We love her regardless.
I love HR and all the HRs everywhere. But HR showed me a video of someone whose wife premiered a movie recently. Should we say her name? I don't know. But then she's like, Kilo mama money, she buy up and down. Kilo 2 What's it wearing?
Mercy Aigbe's husband. That's what it is.
I don't know. Like, no, I'm not sure that's who she was talking about.
I'm definite that's the best. I'm not like the Nigerian government that will say there were a lot of houses in the states and there's no name attached to this one. There's a name attached.
Wait, one thing is, before social media, not a lot of us knew who that guy was.
Yes, we didn't.
So since he got married to this person, we've seen a lot of him showing up and coming out. And now people are starting to give a negative review, but he doesn't seem to care.
I don't even care. I'm glad that they don't care, because if you think about it honestly, that man is literally doing the most to ensure that his wife is happy.
Definitely. And I think that's what a lot of husbands should do.
Exactly. So, honey, let's just do it.
If you want to join the conversation, we have phone numbers and you will be listing the numbers.
All right, 0705 890497 is the number to call us on. 0705 890497, or you could call us on 0805 09 20927 0805 092097. You can also send us a WhatsApp message as to what your thoughts are on this. 0705 69000927. The Breakfast Club is also open, so you can drop your messages there as well. WhatsApp, I'll take that one more time. 0705 69000927. As much as we love public display of affection, sometimes, like I said, the background of this person who is displaying this affection to you or not displaying this affection to you depends on maybe family values or family orientation. So maybe they as kids saw their parents show themselves so much love. I'm a lovebird because my parents were. Right. And I remember vividly that my mom and my dad would do anko. Yes. So when my father goes to a store to pick out a shirt or a top or a tee or a round neck, he would buy two, one for himself and one for his wife. When he's going like shopping for clothes for work, that's different. But if there's like a polo, chain around neck or something, my papa will buy two. He would definitely buy two because he knows that my wife is at home. I would like to do and cover. Not even my mother buying. So maybe my mom started it when they were still starting out, when they got married at first. Maybe she started it and my father just kept up with it. But some people don't like that ankle. Don't bring the same cloth. I will wear my senator. You wear your Vicky James cloth or wear your Ashwebi. Leave me and my senator alone, right? So some people are like that. Others were like, you know what? I want to do this. And like OSYB had earlier mentioned, you need to make some concessions because maybe your partner is into that kind of thing, right? Or maybe not. I know someone who doesn't value birthdays. Birthdays are like, he's a big, maybe another birthday. But you can get married to a spouse who is big on birthdays and they are like, if I don't have this birthday, my life is not going to be the same. Right. So understanding the dynamics of your relationship is actually very sacrosanct. So this comparison that we're seeing a lot of people do nowadays is something that should be a thing of the past because your dynamic of your marriage or your relationships is quite different from that of another person. I'm going to go on this short break, but you can send me a WhatsApp message on 0705 6900927. Go nowhere. It's still your one family, one radio station, Super 92.7 FM.
2.7
20 that you're locked into and focused. And yes, it's 19 minutes past the 10 o'clock hour today, the 12th of December 2024. An amazing time to be alive. It's 13 days to Christmas. And it's just such a Christmas butterfly. It's amazing how Christmas is like the most favorite time of the year for me. But on today's Family Matters, we're talking PDAs and posting of your spouses. Is it a measure of true love? Yes. Is it a measure of true love? Do you think that your spouse loves you because they post your pictures on social media? Are you beginning to compare yourself to other relationships or other marriages that you have seen that they're posting, their partners or both of them doing the posting, and you begin to think to yourself, why is my partner not posting me? And that becomes an issue. I honestly do not think that is something that you even need to think about. If it is in this person's nature, because you got married to this person, you're in a relationship with this person, if it's nature for them, now natural for them to be, a social butterfly or social media savvy, and they would at any point in time just post stuff about themselves, then you know, this person is going to do a lot of posting. But if you get married to a partner who is not big on posting, who will stay off social media for a year, in fact, they have like 200 followers, like, they don't really care for that, but they care for you. They love you. They're there with you through thick and thin. Is it social media posting that should be an issue? I doubt that very much. And like I earlier mentioned, family dynamics is something that, or rather relationship dynamics is something that I think that a lot of people need to think about. Look at the dynamics of the relationship. Are you both, the experience that you both have gathered so far, is it something that you think that this person is savvy and would post at any given time? Well, let us know what your thoughts are on this. 0705890497 or 08050920927. You can also send us a WhatsApp message on 070569000927. Well, it helps affection, it builds intimacy, closeness in relationship, improves bonding. Human touch is one of the most important things. Like, you get to know how someone is feeling when you touch them. Like, you can tell sort of how they or where they are at mentally.
It's
when it's your partner.
If there's this sense of belonging you feel when you are held by your partner, and if it's now openly where people where it shows that this person is proud of you to a large extent, that could make the heart fonder of the person. But then I think outside of what your spouse is doing for you, outside of how they make you feel, you yourself must feel whole. And
I agree.
Where there might be a fault with, you didn't post me on social media, so I won't fight, or I feel like I'm less important to you, is where you're starting to attach so much significance to it.
That,
if this person doesn't hold my hand when we're out together, or when we're in church, or he doesn't want to wear the same colors as I'm wearing. Sometimes, while we're in a marriage or in a relationship, we can still choose to be individuals.
I agree.
We can still choose to be just individuals. And if it's not something you discussed
ahead of time,
if you didn't discuss it, maybe when you were dating, to say, I think I would like a man whom... And ladies would sometimes state it that, I like it when we always wear the same colors. Or at least we wear
a touch of the same color. Like I know this guy.
Or when we are matching.
A girl called Christina. I can't quite remember. She's from, I think, Zimbabwe. She's really dark skin. She has like really full hair. Okay. And Okwemi Famake has done a couple of videos of her because she cooks. She's a chef. Okay. And I remember that every time her husband comes, Okwemi, what's this man doing here? Will you get out of here? See. If it's something that you love to do with your partner, you both can fly.
See what Kiss Daniel and his wife are doing for his music. With the fact that they do those PDA and all those things together.
She does not like social media.
But somehow...
Mrs. Adenibura, what's her name?
They are
yes. You can tell, for the longest time, did you even know that she was married to him? She existed.
Now, the truth is, so for some people, for the sake of attention, because there are some things that PDA and, social media presence and all those things will do to a relationship that might be in the negative, And for people who put it out there, it's something that you must have discussed first.
Yeah.
And you must have gotten to the understanding that the fact that I'm doing this or I don't do this, or I'm adding to this, or I'm so much out there, I want us to be so much out there, doesn't mean I don't love you even if you don't do it. Because some people are starting to build this unhealthy belief and habit around, oh, if you no post you no love you, or
And that is absolutely not
if they post you they cheat.
Some people are naturally private people. Exactly.
Uh-huh.
That, oh, he posts me, hence he's not going to cheat. I'm going to give you a very short story of when I was growing up. I was telling OSIB when we were on that break. And I remember vividly, my mom and my dad, we didn't exactly do PDA. Not exactly. But I knew that the love existed between both of them because of the way that they bonded and the way that they went through life together.
Yeah.
Now, there's this my neighbor, the other compound. Oh, Lord Jesus. If for anything, this woman and PDA and her husband, they're like 5, 6, and 7. My dear, as soon as the man is coming down, she knows the time he comes from work. We are kids who are playing outside. Oh my darling, oh baby, let me carry your bag. Let me.
Gifts you.
Everybody, what is really going on?
Gift deserves an Oscar for what she just did.
I'm sorry, you guys cannot see me, but
I'm trying to imagine. But if you heard the excitement in her voice,
I think she will carry the bag, and then she will carry this one, and then she will now kiss him on the lip. Everybody want that say, not only you married, there's so many couples here.
Why are you people not doing PDA too?
Guess what?
They are a PDA couple.
The man and the woman on separate occasions
were caught in infidelity.
That the entire street is a close, it's not a street. The entire close knew. Everybody, it got a point. Everybody,
everybody know.
Because we know. So
it's not even a guarantee.
It's not a guarantee that your love is going to be smooth. Or you people are not going to have fights. Because even if you are seeming happy, yesterday I was really down, my nose, everything, just they do me. I post video on social media while they dance. My dear.
So judging from what you see on social media sometimes,
you cannot judge.
And drawing a standard from that might just be unhealthy for your relationship.
Quite unhealthy. And I mean, that is the most, that's so apt.
Yeah.
I like that. Say it again.
No, I said drawing a standard for your relationship from what you see on social media might be unhealthy.
Quite unhealthy. Because you are using it as a prerequisite.
As a yardstick.
As a yardstick to say, oh, if my marriage is not like and then be posting my, sometimes your husband not like to post.
For instance, sorry to go back to this conversation.
You can make
for the longest time, we saw Didi and Cassie step out. Amazing dresses.
Don't apologize for using
because a lot of people saw that like this was the perfect couple. I remember posting one certain year. He's always letting her have a shine, and Ryan Seacrest talking to them on the red carpet and everything. Sorry about that, darling, and everything. But eventually, when the behind the scenes tapes came out,
did you see the video where he dragged her hair and threw her?
That was right. That was right after.
That's right. Just before they went on the red carpet.
So it's like there's so much, they cover so much up with, this is not to say that you shouldn't maybe at some point or at some level do something with your wife for social media. It's not the necessity that says this is the 100%.
And this is not to say that some marriages that actually do it are not thriving.
Because
some of them, see, they are genuinely happy. Yeah. In fact, sometimes it's the husband that's even carrying the camera. I remember, I can't remember this couple.
Oh, there's this video that was this when Celine Dion was trending.
Yeah.
That everybody was doing that video on TikTok. So it was the husband who was carrying the fan, turning the cameras, are moving around. And yeah, some people do that.
There's a couple that I know in the US, Kay and Tay. They have their Ellie is their child. If you follow them, I know that the man they carry camera every time. The woman is like, honey, every spot he don't carry camera. Every spot he don't carry camera because he wants to document. Some people is for documentation for their kids.
Yeah.
And I like the documentation aspect. Like, oh, okay, I'm not if there's no PDA in my
marriage, this social media posting, the ill, where I want us to go tomorrow, where I want us to actually really, really delve, because time is fast spent. Where I really want us to sit tomorrow is when it's a negative and it's starting to adversely affect the health of a marriage. Where before anything happens, you've turned on your camera to go live. The way people like Portable and some other people do with their spouses and everything, where, you have an argument, Harrison and co.
Bringing your marriage out there.
Of course, it's
I think that because you even put your marriage out there on social media a lot more, it gives people rights to want to judge. And then
online in-laws.
Exactly, online in-laws. And then you now post, and then after you now don't fight. can't delete all the pictures on social media.
Can't
Everybody
unfollow
will
each other.
notice that
Unfollow each other.
waiting they support.
Why are they unfollowing
Why
each
they
other?
there's obviously trouble in paradise. Why should
Yeah.
people know what's happening in your marriage?
Yeah.
You're happy, you're not happy. Social
And
media in-laws know.
the court of
Wrong.
the court of public opinion then starts to prosecute who is or who isn't. But then this is just a start to this conversation. We'll be continuing and wrapping it up tomorrow, because today we actually did look at the effects of PDA and social media and how maybe posting your spouse might be a thing that you should do. But then if they've not posted you in a while, my guy, it doesn't mean they don't love you, because you people live in the same house. There's PDA, there's the free intimacy that comes with, there's the listening ear and all those other things. So I don't think you should just live in a place where you're starting to think you're not loved because they don't post you.
Right.
We agree.
We agree on that one. I mean, we gotta go. More songs coming your way. This is Miss Independent by Neyo.
Okay.
Neyo that has no hair, sha. But I love him that way. Love him.